Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and I got a fat stack in front of me. It's time for a vinyl update. You might be wondering, to what do we owe the pleasure? A vinyl update after so long? Yes, this is a vinyl update after so long. It has been so long. I don't even want to think about how long it's been, but for quite a while I just kind of stopped collecting, picking up new stuff. The amount of records I was getting over the course of a year were so minuscule, and I was getting rid of stuff here and there too, that it didn't really seem worth commenting on or bringing up or doing a video on. But recently, things record-wise have kind of picked back up. And I thought I've been getting some good stuff, some cool stuff, some interesting stuff, and it might be worth talking about, shouting out on a video. So yeah, that's what we're doing in this chill little vinyl update. So let's get started and get some talk going about some records. Let's start with this one over here. Saxophonist Joe Henderson, a bit of a nice bop LP that dropped in the late 60s. Admittedly, I was not very familiar with Joe Henderson before this LP. However, I do know bassist Ron Carter. He's been on some Miles records that I have a lot of affinity for. And of course, I know Herbie Hancock, who is all over this LP too with some killer electric piano. And this politically charged bop record is very fiery, very passionate. It has a super moody intro track, Black Narcissus, that's actually quite incredible. The Jazz Dispensary passed me this record, and shout out to them for sending it my way. It's a great album, very good. I don't know if I would say one of the, there's some sweet electric bass on here. I need to re-listen to it. I didn't quite pick that up. I need to listen again. I wouldn't say, consistently speaking, it's like one of the best records in the genre I've ever heard, period, but there's some serious standouts, especially, again, that very moody intro and the title track are especially good. And the record, the pressing itself, sounds amazing. Comes in this nice little static-free sleeve over here, too. And, just like good quality pressing for a classic jazz record. Excuse me. That's it's just a really nice solid listen. So again, shout out to the Jazz Dispensary. Happy they passed this my way. This absolutely would not be a bad start for anybody who's looking to sample a little bit of jazz and hasn't quite gotten into the style yet, as far as any of the bop and hard bop stuff of the mid to late 60s. So there you go. First one out of the way. First one done. There we go. Joe Henderson. Let's continue. We have Quadeca over here. New record. Just pressed it on vinyl. Guess what it says on the back? Fantano exclusive. That's right. Dead Air sent this my way. Excuse me. Scrapyard. The extras. The Lucy's. The B of the B of the B-sides. Produced, written, performed by Mr. Quad himself. Gave a little signature over here too. They did a good job putting this together. There's a nice little gatefold over here with the watercolor painting. Is it watercolor? Looks watercolor. And it's a double LP too. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, shout out to Quad and Dead Air for getting this in my hands and doing a nice little signatory on that. Record itself is standard black. Got that nice little drawing and everything going on the cameras and the reflection, going on the label in the center. Actually looking at this, how do I even tell what's the A side and the B side? It's not even etched into the end. I guess you're just gonna have to guess. Oh, wait. I thought I saw some kind of marker. Nope. It's just gonna have to be guesswork. It's a choose your own fun adventure. Which side is which side? You're going to find out when you put it on. Actually, is even... is there even an insert? Oh my God, there's so you're really going into this raw. No track list, no insert, no labeling. I don't even know if I mixed these two records up. One could be one could be the other. So it really is pure madness on the quad vinyl, it seems. But still, thank you for sending that my way, because it is in fact a 9. It is in fact still a 9. And one of my favorite albums of the year so far. All right. Moving on, once I get this packed up, let's go. There we go. All right, continuing on. All right. LCD Soundsystem, Electric Lady Sessions. I actually haven't popped this open yet. I'm going to do it right now. I've been listening to this on streaming and figured I would pick it up. There have been a lot of LCD fans, and I know there's some LCD fans in the audience that have been passionately reacting to me kind of casually listening to this record, because as many, if not all of them know, I did not really like LCD Soundsystem's comeback album, American Dream. I still really don't care for it. A lot of that does... Some of it has to do with the songs themselves, but a lot of it has to do with the production and recording on the album. However, LCD Soundsystem is known for, whenever they're kind of doing an album cycle, you know, there's usually some kind of live recording or studio session kind of performance to coincide with the whole thing. And, you know, this is like essentially what came out post the American Dream album cycle. And yeah, I actually kind of like listening to these songs a lot more, along with a few, you know, older cuts like You Wanted to Hit. I like listening to these cuts a lot more in the context of this kind of more raw studio session live performance. I think they just kind of sound less stiff. I think they sound more lively. I think they sound more interesting. Got a nice gatefold there with the band performing. Liner notes, details, that sort of thing. Personnel list, locations, all that. But yeah, DFA logo, Columbia, 33 RPM. Nice sleeve, plastic in the center, standard black, feels thick, nice. Also A-side, B-side labeling with the track list. It does help. It is convenient. But yeah, pretty straightforward series of live sessions from the American Dream album cycle. While I was not crazy about the record, I am liking these versions. I am liking these live recordings quite a bit. And it has brought me a new appreciation for tracks like American Dream, the title track of the record. Also, Call the Police, I enjoy a lot more in the context of these recordings too. So, all right, let's continue on. Next, I mean, one of the greatest modern punk bands of this era today, in my opinion, that would be Soul Glow. Diaspora Problems. Killer album, just great lyrics, great riffs, intense, incredible energy. Really on the level of, like, you know, old school Bad Brains times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9 times 10 with what's going on here on this record. I didn't, you know, have super crazy expectations in terms of, like, you know, the packaging on this. I just wanted the record because I think it's an incredible record. I gave this one a 9 too. The year that it dropped, I believe it was in my top 10 for the year as well. That being 2022. Just cool. Gnarly collection going on there. It kind of reminds me of some Rage Against the Machine cover art. Nothing crazy on the inside. Straightforward track list. Got some insert over here. It's quite nice. I do like that photo a lot. The blacking out of the eyes is quite interesting. We have liner notes, personnel, thank yous, lyrics, which for a band like this is absolutely necessary. Oh! And the record is white. Might make it a little hard to kind of see dust on there when you're cleaning dust off. when you got it on the turntable, but still, cool to have a different color. Diaspora Problems, Secret Voice, Soul Glow, great band, amazing band. Still have yet to see them live though, which is my big fat ass mistake. This is not a new record. It's new to me. This is a record show pickup. Paid a decent penny for it. Not like the triple digits or anything like that, but you know, still. I still feel like you don't got to pay it $200 to splurge on a record, you know. But Joanna Newsom, yes, always wanted a copy of this, but I often don't see a lot of copies floating around in the store, so you know it's usually a rarity when I come across one. But yeah, produced by Steve Albini. Great singer-songwriter record, really a peak creatively and sonically for indie folk music in general. The harps are incredible, the vocals are incredible. Album is expansive and mind-blowing, enchanting even. Nice little insert there. Oh, I didn't even notice this. We're looking at, it's page after page. Oh, it's written out and displayed as if it's like a fantastical little storybook. It's cute. That's adorable. That's adorable as hell. Everything. All the liner notes, all the lyrics. It looks like I'm going to be reading fables. But yeah, that's really cute. Glad I picked this up. Really glad I picked this up. Nice labeling there. The record's in great condition. Super stoked that I came across it in this state. But yeah, amazing double LP. And really happy to finally have my hands on it, because it really is just wonderful, enchanting, gorgeous as far as indie folk goes. We need a new one. We need a Divers follow-up. Where's that? Hopefully that happens soon. But yes, incredible record. Yes, incredible. All right, time to get funky. The Meters. Look at Pie Pie. One of the greatest and coolest little funk records ever of all time. Some New Orleans funk, if I remember correctly. But if I don't, then you can destroy me in the comments. But anyway, yes, you know, if you're looking for some like really basic, straightforward, funky instrumental music, the Meters are where you want to go. You know, especially if you're a drummer and you're a bassist, you're going to get so much out of this record. Like, not only is it super enjoyable, but it's a teachable moment as well. And the pressing is a nice, fun little lime green situation, which I love. And, you know, I've been spinning it. It sounds great. The band sounds incredible. I got another Meters record as well that I will talk about later. But the guitar licks, the bass lines, the grooves, it's just endless funkiness. And yeah, there's not really a bad thing I can say about it. It's just an incredible funk record. Again, Meters, look at Pie Pie, get into it. If you want to know anything about funk music, get into the basics, or even looking to learn, you know, new stuff if you're casually familiar with, you know, your James Brown albums and so on and so forth, because, you know, like the Meters are really like a musician's funk band, in my opinion. A lot of great players borrow from them a lot. Talking Heads. Live recordings over here, live at WCOZ in '77. I was past this. I was like, "What is this? Is it? Have I not heard this before?" This is exactly the era of Talking Heads live that I love. I thought I was unfamiliar with it, but in fact, I was, because these recordings had been released before as a part of a live compilation called, the name of this band is Talking Heads, something like that. And that's actually personally my favorite Talking Heads live album. I know everybody talks about Stop Making Sense, and it's a great record, and you know, there's no denying the cultural impact of that album. But these live recordings are much more punky and wild and crazy. And I believe on the double CD version of the name of this band is Talking Heads, they are kind of expanded, but still, it's a double LP collection. It's really, well mastered, and it's, the quality of the recordings is great. They sound good on vinyl. And, if you're looking to get into some Talking Heads, because personally, I was never as crazy about their early studio recordings as much as I was their later studio recordings. It wasn't until I heard stuff like this that I really appreciated the stuff off of their first couple of records. Hearing them performed in the wild and sort of out of control way they are in these recordings made me appreciate the band that much more. It's kind of like mutant disco. If you see this floating around anywhere and you have no Talking Heads at all in your collection, or if you don't have much of the early stuff, or if, like me, you found those early studio recordings from the first few records to be maybe a little too tame, this is where you want to go. This is what you want to listen to. Or if you can find a CD or a vinyl copy of that live record I was talking about, the name of this band is Talking Heads. Again, look it up online, because I think between the vinyl version of that live album and the double CD version of that live album, there probably are some variations in terms of track lists, tracks included. You may want to do your due diligence, your research when looking with each. But still, this is a 2 LP set, double-sided, several tracks on each side. You are getting a good wealth of songs from that live recording in '77. All right, next, what do we have? We have Black Midi, Hellfire. Actually, I haven't cracked this open. I've been sitting on this for a minute, and I just have not opened it up. I am going to do so right now. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, what is there to say about Black Midi that I haven't said already in a review? I mean, I love the cover art. It's absolutely insane. Seeing it kind of blown up here just makes it look so much more intense and wild and psychedelic. But as far as experimental rock, art rock, progressive rock, jazz rock, Black Midi is really, truly where it's at right now. Got some lyrics on the inside, liner notes, all that, which is great and important considering how insane and unhinged many of the lyrics on this record are. The visual insanity continues on to the back side of the album, and looking in here, oh, okay, got a little sticker there. Put that to the side, keep that. Nice labeling, continues the cover art, standard black on the vinyl, which is not a bad thing. Nice sleeve, hell yes. Shout out to Black Midi. Really excited for where they take things next artistically, and glad I cracked this open because I'm going to be playing that in the next few days. One thing I have already cracked open and I have played all the way through is my Beyonce Renaissance record. I saw this box set. Where did I see this box set? I saw this box set at Kohl's. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? Giant Beyonce Renaissance box set in Kohl's? I was like, okay. Kohl's wants to play? Okay, Kohl's, I see you. I was like, damn, why not? I didn't see it anywhere else, so I was like, okay, sure. Act 1, Renaissance, triple LP. Again, box set. We got loads of visuals. We got loads of everything. Beyonce really spoiled us with this, or no, it's double. Sorry, not double, not triple. Sorry, it's double. I got mixed up. I thought it was, okay, we'll get into it. We'll get into it because this works in layers. There's layers here. So again, we got double LP. We got Queen Bee visuals, which are stunning on both sides of the LP. Moving on from there, we have nice blood red sleeves. They really thought about the packaging on this. Nice blood red sleeves. The horse, the sparkles, the everything showcased on the record label, standard black on the vinyl. And yes, so aside from those two records here, we also have a poster in the mix of the whole thing. Jeez, they really went all out. This is so cool. Ah! Whoa. And she's got the cowboy hat. Beyonce's going crazy. But yeah, awesome packaging on this record. The vinyl sounds incredible too, of course. And so in addition to that, 2 LPs, poster, book, as well, with more visuals, more pictures, full lyric sheets, more outfits. What is going on there? That's just pure insanity. Excuse me. Yeah, just killer. Absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. Love it. Love it. But yeah, this is a great package. Incredible package. Big, gigantic package. And again, really impressive. Come together really well. They put a lot of effort into how this came together, and I appreciated that. So I was like, let's splurge, especially since like for something this huge, it was not really that much money, surprisingly. I paid more for the yeast. I paid more for the used yeast than I did for the new Beyonce. So yeah. But really pleased with this grab. I've looked online, and maybe I'm not aware of it, but I've looked online to sort of like see what the vinyl situation is looking like for Cowboy Carter, and it just looked like, you know, kind of like some standard color kind of issues and so on and so forth. I didn't see anything that looked like it was on the level of this in terms of like, you know, packaging. Maybe I missed it. Maybe there was an exclusive. Maybe they're going to do a larger package a little bit down the road or something, because I just sort of, I didn't even order this. Again, I just sort of picked this up because I saw it randomly in the store. So I think like toward the end of last year at some point. So I don't know if maybe like in 2025 we're going to see it like a, you know, a big kind of like double LP box. I guess we'll see for Cowboy Carter. But if I see that, I'll probably grab it. Here's another random pull from the record show that I went to. I actually have not played this yet, but I am planning on like putting it on to listen to it and sort of like maybe sample it or do something with it. You know, one of those nice old interesting classic vinyl or even cassette grabs that you might find at a used store or thrift shop or something, where it's like advice, or it's like, you know, helpful information or something. How to communicate your ideas. I don't know how to communicate my ideas. I'm actually very bad at it, as you guys see from my YouTube channel. Maybe once I play this record, I will learn a thing or two about communicating my ideas. I just have no means and no talent or abilities when it comes to communicating my ideas, and I was just hoping to learn more about doing exactly that by putting on this record. Now hear this. You can make the boss listen. How to say no when you have to. How to say a few words. Writing skills cut management waste. Trim your writing chores. Get your ideas across. Make yourself understood. That's what you're going to learn listening to this LP. Yeah, I am going to basically give this a spin, and I will then understand how better to communicate my ideas. Nothing crazy, it looks like, in terms of inserts or anything like that. Vinyl is standard black. Nation's Business Execudisc is what it says on the label there, and it looks like basically mint. I don't know how many times this record has been played in the past. Maybe whoever owned it previously didn't get a chance to enjoy the wealth of information on this record, or maybe they found it completely useless and they got rid of it, or maybe they learned all the ideas and then passed it on to a friend who they felt needed to learn how to communicate their ideas. We will find out. But yes, that was kind of a random pull that I was like, okay, I would like to do something with that, or sample that, or use that for something. So I'm going to, that's probably what I'm going to do. Next we have a holy grail of sorts. Chipmunk punk. Chipmunk punk. For all those hardcore punks. There's a lot of people out there that love punk music, stand by punk music, make punk music their life. If they don't own a copy of Chipmunk Punk, they're a poser. Okay? Anybody who tells you they're punk, if they haven't heard or if they haven't ever owned a copy of this record, they're fakes. They're posers. Basically, we have chipmunk rock renditions of tracks like Let's Go, Good Girls Don't, How I Make You, Refugee, Frustrated, Call Me, Call Me. Yeah, Blondie, you may be right. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Yes, for a Chipmunk Punk record, they cover Queen. And also My Sharona, which famously is also very punk. Yeah, there's not really much about the songs chosen that's all that punk. I mean, at best, some of the songs are new wave. And the performances themselves are not very punk either, but it's just very funny. Especially if you can put this on the turntable and play it at a slower speed and kind of get a better sense of like the actual voices of the people singing on the album. Excelsior! Vinyl is standard black. But yeah, Chipmunk Punk. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore punking it up on Chipmunk Punk with a Blondie cover. All right. All right, moving on from there. Last one, and it's a big one. Look at Simon looking all sketchy. And why does Theodore have a tie? He has a tie on? Whatever. All right. Either way, last one. Again, I have not even broken this out yet. This looks insane. I got this from a Vinyl Me Please. But yes, it is the famous, incredible, genre-transcending, huge conceptual musical art piece from the Magnetic Fields. Stephen Merritt's the Magnetic Fields, 69 Love Songs, which does in fact contain 69 love songs. And this is just some gigantic box set of it, cut into 3 different volumes. Wow. Okay, so it's double 10 inches. Okay, yeah. No, it's double 10 inches. Oh, there's gray. Is it gray throughout the entire thing? This whole set is kind of like a dark gray. Ooh, that's a very nice print. I love that. With all the lyrics too. With the disc 1, side A, disc 2, side B, disc 2, side A, disc 2, side B. I mean, disc 1, side B, sorry. Wow, they really chopped it up into 3 different volumes. Here we have volume 2. Also wonderful. Also beautiful. Love that detail. Really kind of love the way they've kind of volumized it. Oh, and the personnel notes are so detailed. This also kind of looks like it's the same for the entire set, but every 10-inch over here looks like it's got this kind of like smoky gray silver color to it. Insane. Absolutely crazy box set, but honestly, if any album deserves this treatment, it is one as unique and as ambitious as this. Shout out to Merge for putting this together. And then we have volume 3. The 3 volumes, 69 love songs. All 69 of them. And here we have a book in addition. Oh, wow. Had to restart the camera. Recording stopped. But again, this is just great. This is incredible. Really gives you... Oh, that's censored. Gives you a sense of the vibes and where kind of the band was at. And kind of, just the general deal with... just kind of the energy of these recording sessions, I guess you could say. just kind of futzing around in the living room, laying down the tracks, micing the amps. Yeah, it is inspiring, and it does remind you that honestly, like, you don't need the most expensive of everything to, like, you know, lay down a great record. You need, first off, you need ideas. You need ideas, you need time, you need heart. You do need some equipment, but you don't need the best of the best of the best equipment. You don't need the top of the line everything to get a great recording, to make a great song, to lay down a great song. Albums like this continue to serve as a blueprint and a reminder that you can kind of do things your own way and do them in your own space, do them on your own time, and it could still come out great. You know, you don't need I don't know, Rick Rubin behind the boards or some crap like that to make a fantastic, classic, groundbreaking album that one day gets a box set because of how incredible it is. But yeah, we are going to leave it there. That has been the vinyl update video. Thank you very much for watching. Next one, TBD. TBD. Time, day, TBD. All TBD. It's a big TBD for the next one. So fingers crossed on it happening at some point. You're the best. Love you. Over here next to my head is another video you can check out. Hit that up or a link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, vinyl update forever.